56 years ago, Russia, the northern Ural Mountains. A group of 9 students of the Ural Polytechnic Institute embarked upon a difficult winter expedition to reach the Otorten mountain. Their journey seemed to progress according to plan. However, on the 7th day of their trip, the weather conditions worsened. They lost their orientation and were forced to set up a camp on the slope of the mountain called Kholat. It was their last stop. 3 weeks later in Yekaterinburg, when their families received no word of their success, the first rescue expeditions were sent. On February 25th, 1959, an abandoned encampment was found. The tent was torn down and covered with snow, with all the group's belongings left inside. Further examination revealed it was cut from inside out. The surrounding footprints indicated the crew had fled the tent. They were barefooted. This suggests a frantic escape, characteristic of people scared out of their wits. 2 sets of prints led to a forested area down the slope. The rescue team found an improvised fireplace and 2 bodies. They were lying in but their underwear, with cuts and scratches to their limbs, suggesting they had tried to climb the tree in panic. What could terrify them so much? The next 3 bodies were found scattered a few hundred meters from the first discovery. One of them had suffered a fractured skull, this despite no evidence of a struggle. It took the spring thaw 2 months later to enable the rescue team to find the rest of the victims. The last 4 skiers were found buried in a thick layer of ice and snow. Their autopsies led to even more bizarre findings. All of the bodies had severe internal injuries caused by an undetermined force, similar to that of a serious car accident. No external damage nor bruises were visible, besides a tongue ripped from one victim's mouth and a strange orange skin color. Much speculation arose from these puzzling events. Such theories included attack from the local tribesmen, from an avalanche, or animals. Each theory, however, only served to create more questions. The truth behind this tragic course of events remains unexplained to this day. What really happened? Maybe the answer still waits to be discovered, deep under the snow.
Okay, hello, Ryan here, aka Sifa Messiah, and welcome. This is a game called Kholat, or Kholat, and it's based on a true story, where in 1959, as it said in the story at the start, these people went missing and it's still undiscovered as to what happened. So, this was released on Steam quite recently. And the other morning I woke up and I did the usual routine of going through my subscribers and watching, or people who I subscribe to, sorry, and just seeing what they're playing. And this one came up and I immediately stopped. Went to a different video because I just wanted to play this. This is my kind of game. I love these sort of cinematic walkthrough sort of storylines. Now, the graphics anyway are just incredible for an indie title. But yeah, so I figured it was mentioned early on in my Wolfenstein walkthrough that I should play a horror game. So I've been waiting to see which one comes about. Obviously, we're still going to finish Wolfenstein, get through that first. I'll put up the first episode of this probably on Monday, sorry. Just to sort of get it out there and see what people think. But to me, it looks really good. I don't know who we are. I assume we play either a detective or someone, just a friend of the family or someone researching what happened. But let's check it out, see how it goes. Probably heard about it. There's a few people, I think PewDiePie's playing it as well, so they obviously did well to make a decent game. I don't know why the music is changing. It's getting a bit eerie. Yeah, the narrator, if you realised, was actually Sean Bean, who has obviously been in a lot of big films. most notably earlier on the Game of Thrones. So they've obviously done well for themselves to get someone like that involved. Ah. As obvious as it looks, it does not look inviting. Oh, this is kind of like Ethan Carter style-y. Am I Sean Bean, or am I walking towards Sean Bean? Don't quite follow that bit. So as it runs in acts, this being Act 1, I'll probably play like per act. So at the end of Act 1, start of Act 2, I'll finish, and then we'll try and go on from there. Oh, fucking hell, that was an early scare there.
In the end, the only thing I saw was a flash. An insufferable burning light. The pain ripping apart my body. I felt it tearing out of my soul. After a while, I was nobody. Nothing. The light went out and I vanished into overwhelming darkness. I welcomed the end with delight.
What are you talking about? There's footsteps coming away from here. You don't go very far, mind. Okay, what we got in here?
I am right behind you.
Do not like the sound of that. Oh my, so that was Act 1.
Have you ever tried to hold on to your humanity? When others convince you of being no more than a subject, an object, which they can bend to their will. When they told you that you were a monster that deserved punishment. When you could really not remember your sins. When they took away your loved ones, leaving you to rot in the dark. The problem is that in their darkness, you have never been alone.
Okay, so that was Act 1. It was pretty short, but I think I will leave it there and just leave it as a bit of a... Hello, compass. As a bit of a teaser. So, tell me if you guys want to see more of this. If you don't, then I'll play it alone. If you do, then we'll get to Act 2 shortly. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe. Comment if you've got anything to say. Like the video if you did, dislike it if you didn't, and I shall see you again next time. Good night.